Right now at 6, a police investigation overnight has shut down a busy stretch of road in Hartford. We'll tell you what we know at this hour.
A community in mourning after a 15-year-old girl was killed in a car crash. What's being done to help people grieve this morning?
And we are going to have a recap of the very birdie-filled weekend that ended with a New England guy winning a New England tournament. That and more right now at 6.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. First at 6 this morning, we're watching the potential for isolated strong storms for later in this afternoon. But good Monday morning to you. Thanks so much for starting your new week off with us, America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. Let's get right over to meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli so we can talk about the day, talk about the week. Looks rather unsettled, I think.
And you're back. Welcome back.
Yes.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Happy to be back. We do have a dense fog advisory this morning for areas in Middlesex and also New London County, although we are seeing some fog over in New Haven, Monroe, and Oxford at less than a quarter mile. So that's something you want to be mindful of. It's starting off pretty mild, 60s and 70s across the board, 70 in New Haven and into Hartford, 67 degrees in Torrington now. We have a brief shower over in northwestern Connecticut, just hanging around towards about Route 4, moving into Sharon this morning and over in Warren. So a brief downpour is possible. But for the most part, the morning is going to be dry under mostly cloudy skies with a rising chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. And one or two of those could be packing a punch with a severe weather risk today. Now, this towards the south and the west of us, that's going to be the better chance for any severe weather. But high temperatures today climbing into the mid to upper 70s to right around that 80-degree mark. So very close to where we should be for this time of year. 74 in Waterford, 79 degrees in Colchester, 82 degrees in the capital city. We'll time out those scattered showers and thunderstorms as they are a little bit hard to kind of track and exactly pinpoint when we'll see those develop. We'll detail that out for you. Plus talk about the hour by hour coming up in just a bit. It's 6:02. Let's get a check on those roads. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning to you, Rach. Good morning, everyone. Out on the roadways, we did have a closure here in the capital city as well as a crash on 91 southbound. As we see, that has since cleared. Now traffic is moving freely. As we can see, the left lane has reopened. This was a rollover crash that happened at about 5:05, so it was about 45 minutes that the roads were impacted. But as of right now, traffic is moving freely in and around the capital city on 91, 84, and Route 2. 91 over in New Haven is looking good. 95, though, New Haven to Bridgeport is going to take you about a half-hour traffic moving at about 40 miles an hour. Taking a live look out in Bridgeport, we are starting to see that heavier volume starting to build, so just be mindful of this if you are heading south on 95. We'll check back in on the roads coming up at 6:30. Tim and Erica, back over to you.
Lauren, thank you. We got developing news out of Hartford. A police investigation is underway. Let's show you some video we took from the scene about 30 minutes ago on Park Street. You can see yellow crime scene tape is up and part of the street has been blocked off. At this point, police have not confirmed what they're investigating, so we're working to get that information for you. But again, that part of Park Street and Hudson has been closed down from crime scene tape there for the investigation. Well, the Griswold community is grieving the loss of a neighbor this morning. A 15-year-old girl was killed in a car crash yesterday, and state police identified her as Chanel Edwards.
And the crash also involved 3 other teenagers and a 21-year-old, 2 of whom are in critical condition. Fox 61's Angela Bavara was joining us live in Brooklyn this morning with what we know so far. Angela, good morning.
Erica, Tim, good morning. Every detail in this story just really heartbreaking, especially this one. That 15-year-old Chanel Edwards was just 1 month shy of her 16th birthday. Now that crash happening right here, this is the intersection of Allen Hill Road as well as Route 205. This happening yesterday morning around 4:30 in the morning. State police say a car that Edwards was in failed to stop at this intersection and then came this way. Take a look. Tire marks still very visible on the grass here. That car coming this way, hitting a tree and then landing in this embankment. Again, Edwards was a passenger in this car. State police say 4 other people were in the car as well. Those include 3 17-year-olds, one of whom was driving, as well as a 21-year-old. As of the last update, 2 of those people are in critical condition in the hospital. The superintendent, take a look, of Griswold Public Schools, Sean McKenna, writing in a statement, quote, "We join together to keep the student and the family in our hearts, thoughts, and prayers during this most difficult time." Now, school is out for the year, but a grief counseling team has been set up at Griswold High School. That's going to be on site starting at 8 o'clock this morning. We're also reaching out to get any updates about the other 2 people in critical condition this morning. What exactly happened that led to the crash? The crash still under investigation by state police. We are live in Brooklyn this morning. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Angela, thank you. New this morning in Middletown, firefighters from several towns battling a fire at a building on Liberty Street. Take a look at the scene here from yesterday afternoon. Fire officials say no one was hurt and none of the surrounding buildings were impacted. No word yet on what may have sparked that fire either.
Well, today there's a court date for a woman accused of misusing funds from the Summers parent-teacher organization. 41-year-old Melissa Marks turned herself in to police back in May. She's charged with larceny. Police said the theft happened back in March, but they have not yet said what they claim Marks did with that money. Well, today the state is unveiling what it's calling an action plan to try to improve customer service on the state's rail and bus services. They're calling it the Customer Experience Action Plan. They said it's the result of a year's worth of research and public outreach. The big unveiling is today at noon at the Meriden train station.
Well, this morning in New Haven, authorities are searching for what caused a house fire that sent 3 firefighters to the hospital. Fire officials say this happened in the 300 block of Sherman Ave on Saturday night. Now, take a look at some pictures that we have of the flames. The firefighters say that they had some trouble, and they are some trouble containing the fire because of the size of this building and because there were live power lines in that area. Now, this is what was left of the building, and we're told that 4 adults, 2 kids were living in that home. They all have to find a new place to live. Well, meantime, a North Haven food truck owner whose truck caught fire over the weekend at the Manchester Food Truck Festival is getting back on his feet. Talat Bozan says that he spent 7 years driving across the state to serve up Turkish food. And now he's temporarily taking a pause there. Despite the setback, his family is hard at work to refurbish the truck.
This is our only income, and I'm a small business owner, only income for our house. For me, starting 7 years for this business. If I wait the insurance, I will lose all my business. So there's no way I can get up on the feet.
Now, no one was hurt in the fire. If you would like to help Talat and his family, we have information over on our website on how you can do that. Just head over to fox61.com.
This morning in Orange, a teenager is facing charges in a crash that nearly killed a man. It happened yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Derby Avenue and Racebrook Road. Police said 19-year-old Jeremy Rodriguez of Bridgeport ignored a traffic light and hit that truck there on the left. Now, police said 3 people in his car were hurt. One of them, they said, it was hanging out the sunroof, now has life-threatening injuries. 2 people in the truck were hurt as well. Police charged Rodriguez with DUI and reckless driving.
The Archdiocese of Hartford is expected to make a big announcement this morning. Now, details haven't been released, but we're told that it will impact about 500,000 Catholics in Hartford, New Haven, and Litchfield counties. Archbishop Leonard Blair is expected to speak at 10 o'clock this morning in Bloomfield. You may remember recently the Archdiocese announced that 8 parishes in New Haven will all merge into one starting next month. Camp Kern is back. The free summer camp is going to open for kids from Hartford today, and this is going to be the 129th year of the camp. About 600 campers took part in the 6-week program last summer. Fox 61's Jim Altman is going to be there this morning. You can catch his full report on the opening this afternoon on the Fox 61 News at 5 and at 6 p.m.